Okay, hey everyone. My name is, what is my name? Pam Cranmer. Um, I have been in the group for quite a long time with uh, with this. I'm trying to look up so I can see my comments. So anyway, I was going to talk about a few things tonight about when your loved ones on the spectrum lose somebody that they love so much. I'm not an expert by no means, but I just want to share with you what I did for our Ralph and for how we helped him get through the loss of his Mima. So I don't see any. Oops, I messed it up. Okay, I'm back now. I lost it. I'm sorry about that. I pushed the wrong button. Anyway, I just wanted to talk tonight about, oh boy, let's see if it comes back. Okay, let's see if she can get back. I don't know. I messed it up because I accidentally got offline and now I'm back on. So I hope that you all can see me. I can't see any comments or anything on here. Can you guys hear and see me? Okay, can you hear me then and everything? Okay, all right. So I messed it up because I went to chat because I was trying to see comments because I can't see comments when I'm doing the live. So anyway, I'm Pam Cranmer. I'm the mother of Ralph. He's 16, going to be 17. And when he was, I wanted to talk about when he lost his Mima. I just want to, even though I'm not professional, I just want to tell you what we did to help him get through that. He was really, really close to her. She actually was in the delivery room and was the first face that he seen when he came out. So um, uh, we just okay, so what we did is and here I'll show you a picture of her if I can bring it, if you can see that. That's Ralph's Mima, if you can see it on the glare. I don't know why it's glaring, but anyway, that's his Mima. He was only about 5 years old, and like I said, she was the first face he seen in the delivery room, so they were very close. And when she had started having some problems with some things, and she had to come live with us for a little while. And I think he knew she was having mini strokes because he would get really upset when she was not doing good, and when he just started having a hard time, was getting upset with her. So we kept her from. We went ahead and didn't have her live here anymore with us for a while. We had to let somebody else do it because it was becoming too hard on him. But what I did is I did research when she did pass away. And they said that you shouldn't lie to them or make up a place that they're going to be going that isn't for real. So, and I had read that it was so important to let them know that they're still with them in a way that they can understand. So we we told him that his Mima was going to be in his heart, that, and you know, we looked at videos and pictures. I still had a voice recording of her in a card that she had sent him, and so we just always did that. And every day he would say, Mima's in my heart, and I would say, yes, Ralph. And you know, he just did really good with that after the funeral, which was very hard on him. It was weird because he didn't cry during the funeral. um but he just kept, you know, he would ask for her, and I would tell him, remember, Ralph, she's in your heart. I think there was a lot of times when she would be in his dreams, because I mean, he would automatically wake up in the morning and say, Mima's in my heart. And I said, oh yeah, she is, Ralph. And he would do that. We also bought him a teddy bear, and the light on, there was a little light on the teddy bear that was in the teddy bear's heart. And so every night he slept with that teddy bear, and we just talked about her, and he would talk about her every day, saying, Mima's in my heart. And there would be sometimes when he would say stuff about her, and I just felt like she was like coming to him in his dreams and talking to him, because he would say, and I would say, did you talk to your Mima last night? And he would say yes. And so I think that, I mean, it took him a long time to understand when we went to go see his papo that his Mima wasn't going to be there. We didn't do that too many times because we didn't want to upset him, but he, every day, and I mean, still to this day, will say, where is your Mima? And he'll say, in my heart. You know, we keep that picture I showed you, and I have some other things hanging on our dining room wall. So he sees her picture all the time. And I also have a picture in his bedroom with him and her together. And I think that has helped for him to have a place that he puts her, which is in his heart. And he knows that, he just knows that she's there. And I think, you know, I worry because of late he hasn't asked about her a lot, and do that. So I'm going to begin talking about her again, because he misses seeing his papo. My father-in-law is still with us, and you know, but he lives up here now. He lives with my husband's sister, so that has actually helped because we don't have to travel. You know, we don't have to travel to her house, and we don't have to go into her house and he's not there, and or she's not there, and it's only his papo. But I think I think it was just the right thing to do about telling him that, because I think he just didn't miss her as much as I think he would have had we have not had, had we had not had done that. And I think it was important to, we don't even say that she's in heaven, even though I know that she is. I mean, I probably have said it a few times and he's heard me, but heaven is not some place that he can see. And so I wanted to keep it to where it was a place that he understands, and he knows his heart, he knows what love is. So I knew that, I just knew, and getting him the teddy bear, even though now the teddy bear doesn't light up anymore, he still has that teddy bear. He doesn't sleep with it anymore, but he still has the teddy bear. And I think he just knows that someday he's going to see her again. You know, I just feel that in my heart, because he loved her so much. And they were, oh my gosh, they were just so close to each other, and she loved him. He was the baby of her baby. My husband was her baby. So, you know, they didn't think he was ever going to have kids till he met me, because he didn't have kids. So I know that she was very, very much in love with Mr. Ralph. And I thought he was going to come in here, but he's still not. He's still not coming out. He's very naughty tonight. He's playing a game in his bedroom, and I let him eat dinner in there because we were doing the live. Hey Annie. So I cheated and let him eat in there, and he had to put his game on pause. So when he gets done eating, he'll get to play again for a little while, just because we've had a long day. We had uh, uh, Skype with his advocate and the insurance company today, and he enjoyed that, seeing them girls, since he hasn't got to see anybody. Um, but anyway, I thought it was important about the heart thing, because he knows his heart, he knows where it's at, and um, I just think it puts her in a place that is true, because I just believe that she is in his heart. And that's, like I said, why we don't talk about heaven or some place that he can't see, because I would expect that he would ask me to drive him to heaven, and I wouldn't be able to do that. And so I'm glad I did the research that I did about how I was going to talk to him about that. Um, because yeah, I'm sure you did hear him in there earlier, because he was yeah, he was playing Toy Story, and my husband's supposed to be going in there and checking on him to make sure he's eating and not and not playing his game, because he likes to sneak that stuff in there. But anyway, so I think it's hard for our loved ones on the spectrum to be able to understand losing someone. Today's my mother's birthday. She's think, oh yeah, he's laughing, so I know he's playing games. Ralph never got to see her because she passed away 18 years ago, and I know she would have loved him very much, and um, so I feel sad about that. But I'm sure that she's in his heart too, because she would have loved him a lot, and it's such a hard thing to try to explain to them when people are just all of a sudden gone. Like I said, we had her live here for a couple months before she passed, and she, believe me, she wanted to be here with him. This was actually the house that she used to live in. So yeah, Lorienda, I think it's a very important topic to talk about, because it's just such a hard one to do, because you can't, I mean, it's just hard. But I think it is very important that we don't lie to them, or, like I said, talk about a place that they can't see, virtually, or anything else. I mean, even though we have talked about heaven in our house, there's just no way. But in our hearts, they're always there. I know my mom. Um, I know my mom's in my heart. The pictures behind me, those are her pictures. They're in my living room. I have a lot of my mom's stuff around my house too. And I talk to him about my mom too. I show him pictures and stuff. So I do think it's important how we express that stuff to our kiddos, because of the way that they cannot understand. And I know he misses her. She would have been a huge part of his life. Um, she was just she taught me a lot too, and my husband misses his mom a lot. But I know Ralph feels good about it, because he just knows that she's in his heart, so he doesn't ever have to worry about where she's at or what she does. And like I said, I have plenty of pictures around our house, in the dining room, in his bedroom. He loves to get on the computer and just look at pictures. But I know he still remember how much she loves, remember how much she loves him. And I'm glad that like I said, I'm really glad that we talked to him about it in that way, because it didn't cause him any stress. And like I said, we talked about it every single morning when he woke up. If he didn't bring it up, I brought it up. So, and especially during Autism Awareness Month, I think it's important that we make sure that people know how hard it is for our kiddos. I think they're all learning this because of the shut-in thing, about how hard it is for our kiddos to do different things. And death, I think, is a very important one. I'm trying to read your comments. I wish they'd put the comments on in front, but they don't do that on the SteamYard. So anyway, Ralph, do you want to come out here and talk? Ralph, come here. Come here. Come here for a minute. Come here. Put your controller down. Can you say hi to, come over here. Can you say hi to, get over here by me. Sit down right here. Sit down. Sit down. Can you tell everybody hi? Hi. Say hi, everybody. You can't hear him. He can't hear you. So, it's, yeah, just talk to them. Tell them who you are. Get closer so they can see you.
What's your name, Ralph?
Tell them your, hey, look into the camera.
Hi,
Look into the phone. Tell them your name.
Just Cranmer.
They can't hear you. Okay, he's done. He keeps showing me his controller controller for his Xbox. So he wanted me to see that, like I don't already know he's in there doing that. So I gave in to games today. So I don't do that very often, but I gave in to let him play a few games on the Xbox. So yeah, he's already got, yeah, he's in there laughing. He's already gone back to his game, but at least he ate his dinner, so that's a good thing. When I do these things, I don't have time to cook his dinner, so we got Popeyes tonight. So he likes Popeyes. He likes chicken. Loves their mashed potatoes and gravy, of course. And yeah, he's just playing away in there. I can hear the game going. So so I was wondering, have any of you lost loved ones, and how did you deal with that? Yeah, love chicken. Yeah, he's excited. He's always happy when he gets to play Toy Story 3. He's very happy. He loves Toy Story 3. He played it on his Wii and had quite a few meltdowns, so I had to put that back up. He just seems to do better with the Toy Story 3 on his Xbox, and the Xbox controller just seems to work better for him. Yeah, Rihanna, he loves video games. They just sometimes can trigger lots of things when things don't go his way, or when he doesn't like what the controller does. He gets pretty upset, but then he loses it. So he just got his Wii back after a year, and he's already had a meltdown on it, so it's already put back up. But the Xbox for some reason is different. Yeah, Brandon loves Popeyes too. Yeah, I love Popeyes. My husband loves Popeyes, and they have shrimp right now, so they have that butterflied shrimp. So I'm pretty sure that's why we went there tonight, because he heard it on the commercial that they had but they were packed. I thought I'd be doing my live in the Popeyes drive-thru because they were so packed. So I must not have been the only one that wanted to do, we aren't the only ones that wanted to do Popeyes tonight. So, so anyway, how do you guys deal with death if you have someone? Has anybody ever done that? And what did you do? Yeah, Rihanna, same with Ralph. I don't know what it is about the Wii. I've tried to find somebody to help me try to figure out what it is that happens when it is, and I don't understand. I don't know if it's because he can't get to the next level or what, but it doesn't do it on the Xbox to him for some reason. When he plays Toy Story 3 on the Xbox, he doesn't have any meltdowns with it, but he likes the Toy Story 3 on the Wii much better. So okay, you haven't had a death yet. Yeah, I think I don't know. I think, like I said, I think it's important. Yeah, Brandon did not cry when his, yeah. Yeah, it's so hard to explain to them. So we tried not to go into too much detail. It was weird with his Mima. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with her, and every time, she was a smoker, so she would go out and smoke, and then she'd come back in, and literally I think she was having like mini strokes. And when she would do that in here, it was like it was like he just knew something was wrong. Billie Jean's games, well, my son just turned 12. He also loves his computer. Yeah, I wish Ralph played Toy Story 3 on the computer. He just doesn't seem to like that. I need to find some other games. He really loves Toy Story 3. He likes on the Wii, he likes Wii Resort. You know, he likes to use things that he does the nunchucks with, that he can like ride the you know, the jet ski and that stuff. So um yeah, he yeah, he loves he loves video games. We all know that. Oh, no, most of our kids do, but he does have some bad meltdowns over them, so he has to be watched. And I just go in and check on him, and I give him limits, which he gets really mad at. So I gave in tonight for a little bit longer extended play time since I was doing this. So that's why he's so happy, because he's getting to play it a little bit longer than what normally. And yeah, I think, yeah, Lorienda, oh my gosh, I really think he did know. Sorry, I'm jumping from one thing to another, but I do think he knew what was going on with her, and we kept telling them something was wrong, and they wouldn't listen, and so I know that he knew. He just knew. Yeah, Wii Sports. Yeah, Ralph's favorite. He loves Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. Just loves the Wii Sports Resort. I wish they had something similar like that on the Xbox, since he does better with the controller. But yeah, I don't know what happens, but I think what he does on the Wii, I think he plugs and unplugs um, the whatever that extra piece is on it, and then I think that thing gets loose and then it stops working. And you can't play the game without the nunchuck. That's the name of it. So yeah, you can't play the game without the nunchuck. Toy Story 3 is all the nunchuck thing. So I always try to talk him into maybe playing something that doesn't require the nunchuck, but he wants to play Toy Story 3. So um, oh, I am so sorry, Betty Jean. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine that. I, oh yeah, I don't know. I felt like Ralph didn't, but I felt like it was because we talked to him about it being in the heart. But maybe that's it. Maybe our kiddos just don't know how to show emotions. Yeah, exactly, Lorienda. They know, but they just can't explain it. Explain it. Well, I'm so sorry, Betty Jean, for your loss. I can't imagine what that would feel like. Um, I yeah, I don't I try to do death well, but Ralph James actually does it better than me sometimes. Um, Shamaretta says, I lost my dad 8 years ago. My son was very close to him. I feel like my son did realize that my dad was sick. Yeah, I think they do. I just kept, you know, we kept telling the doctors something was wrong with her, and they didn't believe us. And come to find out, when it was all said and done, they found blockage back behind her heart. So I'm pretty sure that she was having those mini strokes, and he knew it when she was just, because she just wasn't the same person that she usually was when she was going through that. So yeah, I do believe that they have a sense. And I, like I said, I still believe that she comes to him in his dreams, you know, and talks to him, because I don't know, when we start talking about it, he just acts like she's like right here. And we also have, not to creep you out or anything, but we have some horse chimes that we actually bought for her. Ralph James picked them out for her. And we put them, they've been hanging in the living room since she's passed away, because we got them back when she passed. And there's many times when those chimes, because Ralph would be in here playing, and those chimes would just start chiming without any wind or anything else in here. So I think sometimes that I think she's very much in our house, and plus she lived here for forever, way before me anyway. So because we're living in her house now, so um, I think that she's definitely here. So so how yeah, Betty. So how do you, I mean, do you guys talk about it with your other son at all? I can't see her comments. She must be in a watch group. Okay, so here's another thing. Yeah, okay, my son was. Okay, Betty Jean, thank you. Okay, so on a thing note, on since it's Autism Awareness Month, I wanted to show you the bracelet that I got the other day. Can you see it? So it's got the charm for the whoops. Not very good at this. Let me see if I can. There we go. It's got the autism charm, so it's got 1, 2, 3. I'm not used to wearing something like this, but anyway, I just love it. I love it. It's got the blue colors, the yellow, the red, the all the different colors of what they do, and it's got and I love the little the autism. Oh God, I can't do that autism thing. So I wanted to show off my bracelet a little bit. Um, I like it. I got it from Heart Spring, which we're getting ready to do our walk here on the 26th, or yeah, Saturday, whatever, 25th, I guess, was supposed to be the walk. So they're going to do like a virtual walk. So we're supposed to pick up t-shirts this week and um, try to do something. I thought about making a poster board. I'm thinking about going and getting a poster and then just taking a picture and putting it on there. Um, yeah, thank you, Lorianda. I love it too. I was so excited that I was able to get it. So I love it. I could wear it. Yeah, I could wear it all the time. So I was planning on wearing it to the walk, but of course we're not walking. So I thought I would just take a picture. But yeah, I like the different, I like that it's, because if I run it, just wear like, if I wanted to wear just this one, I could. So they're all separated, you know? So I kind of like that part about it. Um, and honestly, I'm not a big jewelry wearer, but I like to wear it every once in a while. So I put on makeup for you tonight. I'm not a big makeup wearer either, but yeah, they're going to do it as a virtual walk. They're wanting everybody to make posters and do that. So I'm hoping I'll be able to go get some poster boards tonight. I didn't know they were doing that, and then we'll just take a picture. I know he knows that the walk is coming up because today he came into the kitchen where I was and he said, Team Ralph. And I said, yeah, buddy, Team Ralph. So I know he's probably seen something maybe on my Facebook. Yeah, they want you to make a poster and then you can enter a contest. But I just found out about it today and the last day is tomorrow. So I don't know what kind of prize you get, but they're asking everybody to show their posters and do that for the walk. And then Saturday, I think Ralph James and I will just go outside and take a picture of us and send it to them for the virtual walk. We also have a neighbor that always walks with us every year. Her name's Pam too, and um, she always supports Ralph all the time. He loves her a lot, so um, I think I'll have her come down. Oh, thank you, Lorianda. I appreciate it. I get so scared to do these things because I feel like I should be hearing you talk back to me. So I'm trying to read the screen and look up there, but since my eyesight, I can't see that very close. Yeah, Team Ralph. He was he was so funny with that because it just popped out. He said Team Ralph. I was like, yeah, buddy, but it's also on the back of our Autism and Us t-shirts. You know, when we wear this, it says Team Ralph on the back. Nita had that, printed on there. So he gets excited when we wear our Autism and Us shirt. So we'll have to do another picture with ours. He looks at his Autism and Us calendar every single day. He loves his calendar and we look at it every day. I hope we get to do that every year with the calendar because I like him looking at the other kids and I always tell him they're happy birthday to all of them, and he won't play happy birthday for anybody anymore, but he used to play happy birthday whenever it was somebody's Hey, Melody. Somebody's birthday. So he used to love to do that. I have I have memories that pop up of him playing them for like Carol Hughes, which is our local KFDI. He played Happy Birthday one time to Savannah Guthrie on the Today Show, but I tried to send it to her, but I don't think she ever seen it. But he used to love her so much because, he's a news watcher, so he watches her. He watched her every single day. He doesn't do that so much anymore. He kind of stays local. So thank you, Annie. So are you, honey. I'm so grateful for this group. Honestly, I I I know I talk about it a lot, but in the last couple weeks I've been so busy with all that crap going on in my bathroom. But honestly, when I'm skimming through, I absolutely love to see what people post and write, and the video the other day from the girl trying to brush her little guy's teeth, it just reminded me of so many things that I used to do with Ralph. I mean, now he's a teenager. I don't think I can hold him down to brush his teeth, but um, he, I'm just grateful that I have and met so many great people like Glorianda and Victoria and Nita and Linda. Just all of you, Della, you know, just every single Veronica, all of you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for you. Um, I'm 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 just grateful. Yeah, Ralph is a celebrity. Ralph wants to be a celebrity. He loves all celebrities. It started with Shrek. He was 3 months old the very first time he watched Shrek. And I mean, he was in one of those bouncy chairs and he just started kicking and moving his hands. Just would get so excited and he wanted to watch that Shrek even that young. I mean, he just loved it. And then when he got older, he watched it all the time. Well, he started doing his research. So he knows Mike Myers is Shrek. He knows Tom Hanks is Woody. He knows who every I mean, I just can't. Yeah, he knows every single character. When he sees them on another show, like when he sees Mike Myers on some of his other shows, he'll call him Shrek. Same with Tom Hanks. He watched that show Castaway just so he could see Tom Hanks in there, and he just constantly called him Woody. Um, uh, yeah, so I just, oh my gosh, he's so funny. So he knows that, I mean, I think that he knows that they're people, but just that they're, they play other people, so he just, he'll watch like Mike Myers or Tom Hanks or all the other ones that I can't even think of right now. He'll watch their other movies just so he can see them on there and then talk about them, so. But he even likes local celebrities. We go to KSN is a TV station. He loves to go there. They let him go back into the newsroom and tour. They'll give him as much time as he wants. He gets to go talk to the weather people because he's a weather watcher too. So he loves all of the people at KSN, KFDI, our local radio station. When Ralph was 6, he started when he first, or I guess he was probably 5 or 6. He started when he started liking Woody and Dustin Lynch as a country singer, and he started his first video. He sang Cowboys and Angels. And every time Ralph would watch that video, he would hold Woody up to it. And if you look at his album cover, he kind of looks like Woody. He's got the cowboy hat on and skinny face. And so at first, and I said, no, Ralph, that's not Woody, that's Dustin Lynch. And one day my husband had an old vest. He got on his old boots and he dressed up like Dustin Lynch. And we got out our guitar and took his picture and I sent it to Carol Hughes. Hi, Linda. I sent it to Carol Hughes at the radio station here at KFDI. And she sent that photo to Dustin Lynch. And they invited us to his concert here. And Ralph got to go to the cotillion for the sound check. So there wasn't a lot of people there, and he played like 3 or 4 songs for us that day, and we took pictures. And Ralph's been has loved him ever since. And every time he comes to Down, he invites us to a small concert that's not at the stadium. Like last year they had it at Barleycorn. There was probably 20 people in there, and he sang, I don't know, 4 or 5 songs. We're really lucky to have and know Carol Hughes because she does a lot for us. She has like, and not just for us, but she does like conference room concerts. So we can go to the conference room at KFDI and watch a concert, and she'll do it with like upcoming and new stars. So there are new people like Jordan Davis. We got to meet him, and now he's, got #1 hits. So um, it's great because there's only like 20, 25 people, and he gets to watch a concert. And Ralph James just absolutely loves this. So she's always really good about inviting us to come to those, and I'm really glad that she does it. And like I said, we were supposed to walk in the parade this year with KSN, the TV station. We were going to get to do it for the River Festival. Now that's been canceled, and I didn't tell him about that, so I'm glad that I didn't. But we'll do that next year, walk with the KSN, the news crew, so, and get to do that. So I try to and I'm trying to do that more and more, finding more people, because he watches so many commercials. He watches there's a hamburger place that we have here, Spangles, and Renee Stevens owns that, and I went to school with her. So when this virus is over, we're setting up a meet and greet, so he'll get to go see her and meet her, and she's excited to meet him. So I just try to do as much as I can because he loves music, he loves news, he loves shows. So I try to do those things because those are things that he loves to do, and I want him to, since he doesn't have friends, and we don't really see our families too much or anything. So I'm really glad that I've met these people. They love Ralph. They let us come to things, and he loves going to the newsroom. They actually let him do a weather show one day when we were in there. So they're very kind and loving, people, and do a lot of really good things for him. So I'm grateful for our community for that. So they do a lot for that. So anyway, he loves that kind of stuff. So, and he's a news guy. Yeah, he wants to be a news. So you'll hear him like when we're getting ready for bed, and he'll say it really fast, and he says it kind of low, but he'll say, KFDI FM 101.3. Thank you. We're here today for blah, 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 and on and on and on he'll go. And I know that he memorizes what they say, or he'll say, this is Ralph, and this is the Today Show, or or KSN today. He wants to do we've talked about building him a little news desk so he can maybe put on his own little show if I can ever get that room. If I can ever get that room. Yeah, he needs his own show. That is exactly right. So we're talking about making him up a little news desk, and letting him give his own little video and that. So I think we're going to work on that when we get that room cleaned up, to where, because I have another room that I'd like to move his bedroom into, and I don't think he's going to go there. So we're going to make that into just a music room and a toy room, and just place for all his stuff, so we could get it out of our living room. Our living room looks like a concert's getting ready to happen, with the keyboards, the drums. He doesn't play the drums very much, but we bought a digital set this last time because they're a little bit quieter, and he can put on headphones. So that helps a lot, because the first set of drums we bought him regular drums, and my gosh, you could be down the block and you could still hear him playing those things. So we have lessons coming up at Guitar Center. I don't know if you know that they do that, but they'll do private lessons for our kiddos. And they have like a little room in there, and they'll do keyboard or drums. So I think we're going to do a keyboard, because we're trying to actually figure out what he actually knows. Because when he listens to songs, he plays them. he won't let me record him anymore, but he plays them. So we're trying to figure out exactly where he's at with that. So I'm hoping that someone from the Guitar Center is going to be able to help us, if he'll work for them. If not, we're going to find somebody that can come into the house. So, but I wanted him to, since he doesn't get out that much, I wanted him to be able to go somewhere and do them, because that could be a, you know, a social activity. Um, we have not had great luck before the virus started. You know, I did find a homeschool group for us to start going with the socializing. But the kids were too young for him, and there was babies in there, and he don't go for the crying baby thing. So I'm going to try to find one that has a little bit maybe older kiddos, kind of more towards his age. So yeah, Lorienda, they do. They'll do. I can't remember the price of them, but they'll do. I think it's like 30-minute sessions at Guitar Center, and he loves to just go to the Guitar Center and look at all the things that he wants to buy. So, you know, he's tried to get me many times to buy that $2,000 keyboard set that they have there, but of course, I'm not going to be doing that. Yeah, Guitar Center, oh my gosh, they are so great about they'll just let Ralph go in there and just play um, his little heart out. I mean, he can play the drums, he can play the keyboards, and they don't mind at all. They let him talk on the microphones if he's there. I introduced them to him and told them that he had autism, and they all have been just great. So if we ever just want to take a quick trip out, a lot of times we'll go to the Guitar Center just so he can kind of hang out and check out what everybody's you know, what everybody's doing there. And sometimes there'll be guys in there that are playing the drums and the guitars, and oh my gosh, it's like a little mini concert in the Guitar Center, because you know there's lots of guys that go in there to play guitars. And I didn't know that before we started going in there, but he loves going in there. And like I said, all the people are pretty darn awesome with him, and they do really good. They do really good with him in there. So I don't know what time it is. I don't know. So I'm very happy that you are all here tonight. Um, I was so scared because you know me, I get nervous, and I think we all know that. Um, yes, Ralph and DeAndre do have a lot in common: racing, video games, and music. Now, see, DeAndre could play the guitar and Ralph could play the keyboards, because I've seen DeAndre do the guitar playing, so he could definitely do that. So they could do a band together. So I think that'd be fun. Ralph, he wants people, when people come over, he wants them to play the drums while he plays the keyboards. Ralph's nephew knows how to play the drums. Now, he hasn't been over for a long time. Yeah, they would rock together, that's for sure. But when Travis comes over, that's all he wants him to do, because Travis is a drummer, and he drums. I also have another nephew that is in a band here locally. So when the virus slips up, when they do it at some place that's not a bar, I'm going to try to take Ralph to go see him too. So even though he listens to country music, he really loves all music. Yeah, they can have a band together. They can start a band. They can start a band together. So that'd be awesome. And heck, the way everybody's figuring out how to do everything online, maybe we could have a band session online with all our kiddos. So that would be great. Ralph would love that. So anyway, guys, thank you. I know I'm probably like 15 minutes early. I can never tell. Yeah, 4:40. So thank you all for listening today, and I hope that what I told you will at least help somebody down the line when they have a death, because it is so hard for our kiddos to yeah, it's so hard for them to understand. So okay, so don't forget Autism Awareness Month this month, and don't forget, if you can, to make a donation to Autism and Us. And I will try to share this week if I make a poster and what we do for the virtual walk for autism this week. So I'll put some of the pictures in the group. So when we do all that. So I know Saturday there's something going on. So either we'll make a video or something to show on Saturday for our support for autism. And like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for listening to me and making me feel comfortable and just loving me every day. So have a have a nice evening, everyone, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you.